Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine, Play, and this is your review for the Chelsea versus Tottenham game in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup first leg, which took place at Wembley, and unfortunately we lost once again to Spurs, 1-0, not being able to score. Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow because I'm not even angry. Surprisingly, I'm not even angry. Yes, we lost, but this is what I mean when I express myself when I say that when we lose, it's always good when we give 100%, when we give 110%, and we actually tried. We actually played well a large part of the game. And if I'm being brutally honest, I think we were the better team. This is why I'm not angry at all. Yes, I'm disappointed we lost, but there are many positives to take away, and it's not over. We are only at half time. The second leg's at Stamford Bridge, so it's all to play for. Still, it's only 1-0, so it's not a disaster. It's not a disaster. People on Twitter raving, look, listen, there are a lot of positives to take. We made some mistakes. Yes, of course, sorry, made some mistakes. Some players underperform, usual culprits, etc. But I'll be getting into those. Now, getting into the lineup, it was a very strong lineup from both teams. Kepa in goal, of course. Marcus Alonso, Azpilicueta, Rudiger and Christensen. Three midfield of Barkley, Jorginho and Kante. And then three up front, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Very happy to see him start. I'll be getting onto him in a minute. Eden Hazard, and up front in the centre forward position, and Willian on the left. I thought it was a very strong lineup. I wanted to see Emerson and Kovacic start, but you know, you can't always have what you want. At least Callum Hudson-Odoi was starting. Now, starting with the positives, now Callum Hudson-Odoi was fantastic in the first half. He was so direct for his age. He was fantastic, always trying to get forward. His link up with Hazard was superb, and we had the better start. We were more lively, we had more possession, we controlled the game more. And it was clear to see what Tottenham planned to do. They were trying to play on the counter. I thought Callum Hudson-Odoi was really directed, pacey, using his pace wisely, very intelligent for a young kid, and fair play to him. Very, very good performance. It was when he was shifted to the left wing in the second half where he was not as effective, he's more ineffective. But I'll be getting into why he was ineffective. Now, on the right wing position, he was fantastic. I thought that we started the game well. The one thing that I was worried, and the commentator mentioned, is the high line we played. Obviously, with the high line, it meant that Tottenham can counter us more, and it would be more dangerous for us to would be more exposed to the back. Now, the one thing that people criticise Luis for is, you know, he's got these lapses, but one thing he's fantastic for is marshalling the defence. He's a leader, and he would have marshalled the defence in back four to not be so, you know, detached. It was so detached. Rudiger and Christian were so far apart. The line was way too high. They caught us once, one through ball at the start. It was a warning sign. Christian did well to recover from Son. And then second one ball over the top. Everyone would stop play because they thought it was offside. They checked VAR, it wasn't offside, and you can't really argue VAR. If it was Azpi's leg played Kane onside, Kane went through, and then basically he somersaulted when Kepa kind of touched him. So Kepa got a yellow, and there's a penalty to Tottenham. And it was really frustrating because we started the game really well. We're at a much better side, passing the ball well, one touch, two touch passing. We're carving Tottenham open, if I'm really being fairly honest. But it was really frustrating. I thought it was a dive. This when I first saw it wasn't, but when you look at the replay, Kepa barely touched him and he somersaulted. No one somersaults when you get touched barely. You knew he exaggerated a lot, but it is a penalty. Unfortunately, he puts it away as you do as a clinical striker. And one thing that we had an issue was with Hazard, the centre forward. He doesn't touch the ball. He'll touch the ball 20 to 25 times because he plays in down the middle where he's occupied by the centre backs. So it's a bit of an issue. I thought Willian was relatively poor today. Usually he's got high amounts of work rate. He wasn't good at all. I thought Jorginho was okay, but one midfielder I thought was very, very extremely poor, and he has been poor for weeks, is Ross Barkley. He was absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. If this man does not score or assist, he is absolutely useless. He was just a passenger, bang average, sideways. Look up, sideways. Look to the right, sideways. Look backwards, sideways. Never looked forwards, and every time he did try and look forwards, he'd misplace a pass and would be in trouble. He's not press resistant, and he had a couple of shots that were absolutely woeful. I'm sorry, but this is not the right game to play. And as soon as Kovacic came on, you could see a link up with Hazard, etc. is much, much better. Marcus Alonso as well. I thought he was decent at times, but he was a bit lazy at times as well. But it wasn't a terrible performance, so fair play to Alonso. Azpi was decent. Defensively, again, fantastic as we know, but offensively, not good enough. Rudiger was really good. There's one point in second half where I think it was Ali who was through, and he was pretty much through, and Rudiger went in cleanly. If he missed time, that number one, that would have been a red card, and number two, if he missed it completely, Ali would have been through, most likely a goal. So Rudiger, fantastic defending. He's very, very quality centre back, one of the best centre backs in the league, a world class centre back. But it's his aerial ability that we complain. Now Jorginho was okay. He had a couple misplaced passes, but he did his job normally, so you can't complain too much. I thought Hazard tried to get in the game. He really tried. A couple of nice shots here and there. One player that was really impressive was N'Golo Kante. His shots were superb. Took a couple of shots, really tested the keeper. Hit the post at one point as well. But one thing I do want to mention is I don't like blaming luck, but we were extremely unlucky. We hit the crossbar. Hudson-Odoi really active, going direct at Rose. He terrorised Rose throughout the whole of the first half. He was exceptional, as we know. It's a fair play to Hudson-Odoi, but he crossed it in. It hits Rose's head, and it's dipping in. And the Gazzaniga, I think it's Gazzaniga, the Tottenham keeper, he tips it onto the post, but it was going wide anyway. So really unlucky there. Tottenham got away with one there. Obviously, Kante in the post. Really a couple of nice saves from the keeper as well. So we were unlucky at times. It wasn't a poor performance. If anything, it was a better performance than some of the games we win in the Premier League. So it's quite odd. The fact that we didn't score is a shame. And one thing that I've got to point out, this game is the exact reason why we are desperate for a top quality centre forward. We are absolutely begging for one. We have a top quality centre forward. They would have bagged a couple of goals today, 100%. They would have got the service. The link up play between the midfield, the transitioning between the midfield and the attack was superb and exceptional. We have a proper centre forward, a proper vocal point. It would have been a different story. And this is the one key area that we're missing, apart from fullbacks. Obviously, fullbacks need to be addressed in the window, but striker, we need a centre forward. You could tell we were missing a top quality centre forward. Obviously Tottenham have Kane. It was so frustrating. You could tell we played well. We were so well linking up the play, beating the press, transitioning from defence to midfield to attack. As soon as we got to attack, no centre forward, and we get closed down and we get stopped immediately. It was so frustrating. It is what it is. It's only half time. Remember, we still got the second leg. It's all to play for. Decent performance overall. We're the much better team, in my opinion. Just unlucky, and we're lacking that quality centre forward up front. Yeah, but you know, it was a decent performance. Unfortunate not to get any result, not to even score as well. But I thought Sarri got some of the tactics wrong as well. I thought that it was wrong bringing on Pedro. It was very ineffective. Obviously, just come back from hamstring injury, so you can't go hard on him. But Giroud should have came on for Willian. I thought Hudson-Odoi should not have been taken off, and he should have stayed on the right wing. That was one mistake switching in with wings. But apart from that, the game plan was perfect. It's just the substitutions I thought was wrong by Sarri. But apart from that, decent performance, unlucky not to get a result. And we move on to our next game. If you did enjoy this review, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. And I'll see you guys in a video. Peace.